I am constantly trying to beg and plead people to come back home. Fancy myself knowing a little bit before I arrive, but there's nothing like actually being in the space to kind of just learn the culture, the history. For example, I didn't have the nuanced understanding of the Big Six and kind of the political divide there. I learned so much at the Cape Coast Castle. I learned a lot about Kwame Nkrumah and learned a lot about the history of the region at the National Museum. And just people watching and just observing, I think that's some of the best ways that you can learn, how people really live and move. It's just been a wonderful experience on every level. Definitely nothing was as powerful as being at the Cape Coast Castle, just being in that space, and nothing could approximate what those brothers and sisters went through at the time. But just to kind of get a little bit of a psychological feel for what that was like, and just walking through the experience, it was some of the most powerful stuff I've ever experienced in my life. I think that's something that Black people from all over the world should try and see, particularly in the Western Hemisphere, in North and South America. I think it just will leave a lasting mark, unlike anything else that I've seen here. Where to begin? Our driver, Alex, was off the chain, really just helpful in guiding us through the city, through the coast, getting us a chance to really see it, I think, from an insider's perspective that most people who come here ain't gonna be blessed to have. So by being able to interact, and be guided, by local folk, yeah, that was just invaluable. I think it allowed us to see things that we wouldn't have seen on our own, without question. I've been blessed and fortunate to do a little bit of traveling already. So the demystification, it's been demystified for me in a lot of ways, but for a lot of folks, I think that they still suffer from misperceptions about, Africa and quite frankly, the world at large. But it truly felt like we were at home. Hospitality was helpful. Just the beauty of the people, much safer than I would in any major city in the United States, particularly these days. Accommodations top notch. I will continue to beg and appeal to people to come here. And CBB's presence here, helps make that seamless and can really help to sell it. So it has been one of the best weeks of my life. I'm really glad I came. It was really something that I needed at this time specifically. I'll be back.